Hello and thank you for calling the Auto Glass Helpline. Today we are going to replace a windshield on this 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. And for all of you short form guys out there, this is going to be a full replacement. So beginning to end. The only thing I skipped was my glass prep. So let's get started. We're going to take our two WRT handling cups here, and we are going to place one down here near the bottom of the frit as per usual, and then one a comfortable distance up. I angle mine slightly. Some people put them perpendicular with the edge of the glass. Everybody's a little bit different. I'll place them whatever comfortable distance for you. Then we're going to grab our Pro 6 setting device here. Your hook is going to go at the top of the glass right there. This guy is going to come down. We are going to align this screw with the top of our pillar. We're going to align the top of the bar here with about the middle of this mark across here. So, get a good eye on that, like so. And what we're also going to do is we are going to have this guy tipped back tipped up just a little bit. That way when we hang glass, it doesn't tip forward and make it harder for you to set the glass there. Back over to our new glass. Hook at the top, thumb at the base, 90 degrees. You want to be as perpendicular to the edge as possible. Pull that out and hang that right there. We're going to go ahead and flip this for a minute, and we do not have a glue map on the bottom of this, so I'm gonna wait till we get that new glass or the old glass out. So we're gonna leave this flipped this way. We got a little bit of a drizzle out here. It's kind of overcast, and keep the dust off of that. So now let us set up our iron hide covers. We do not need that guy. That one is our repair pad slash door glass seat cover. Grab our seat covers and our dash first. And set that guy up there for now. That one. Come around the other side, throw our other seat cover on. Dash cover. Like so. Going to grab our fender covers here. Make sure we got the right side. And grab your first one. I'm going to loop it around there. And we're going to take up a little bit of that slack first. Oop. How in the heck did I get these backwards? Ah, I know what happened. I grabbed the wrong side. There we go. Come around the front. Gonna lift up our hood. And throw our other loop over the mirror here. And draw that one up. here, and we're going to draw this one all the way up. And then I added this little guy right here, one of these little S carabiners, because what I do, we're going to tighten this guy up here. So we pull those edges up on the sides there. And then I take this guy and this guy, and you can hook one or both of these, your choice, and that will help keep this front piece here from sliding off the front while you're working. Throw that guy on there, and we're ready to take stuff apart. So, going to pop this little corner off right there, and then these side moldings, you're going to just stick your fingers underneath the edge on the windshield, and you're going to pull carefully and pop these loose all the way down, like so. Set that lightly up there. Over to our other side. Pop that little flap loose again. And same game here. Duck your fingers under it and pull until it pops. And I heard that guy hit the ground. We'll find him in a few minutes. Set that one up there as well. There it is. Go ahead and throw this back in its spot. And grab our 14s. Do we have enough room? We do. Impact and a 14. If you don't know, the little gaps that you see in this ring, there's actually a break in the piece that hangs onto the wiper nut. So if you look underneath here, it's got these breaks in it. You can slide your ever-present screwdriver right through there to pop that off. So, same thing on this side, just like so. Set that guy right there. Take our wipers off, and since we have our engine cover in here now, we can lay our wipers in here. We don't have to worry about them arcing to anything, which is nice. Give this guy a little spin. This one as well, just to lift it up over that edge. Use our TRT tool here to pop these out. Available on the WRD site. Pull the wiper hose off there. This looks like we might be able to get underneath that one, like so. Going to pull our rubber loose right there. Got a little popper on the bottom of it there. Give it a little wiggle and that pops loose. And then this guy just comes right out. Drop that one, and then we'll take apart our interior here. Going to take our ever-present screwdriver and we're going to slip it right in between that centerpiece and just pull down. That pops loose super easy. These guys here you're going to push out and pull down on both sides. And this should just drop away like so. You can see this side hooks onto your camera bracket. This other side has its own little claw like here and here. Set that aside. Remove our mirror. Set that in the cup holder. Unplug our condensate sensor here. And then pop our camera loose. Give that a little bit of downward pressure, enough that you can pop it loose but not launch it into the dashboard, like so. And it slips off of these two little hooks in the front, and we will just leave him sit right there. Reach across here and grab our oil sticker. I'll just stick that to the mirror for now. And we are ready to cut out a windshield. So, first and foremost, like I said before, now that we are done taking stuff apart, we can throw our hood cover on here. Make sure we're putting this on the right direction. Right.
Look, he's doing his own YouTube.
Yep. Grab our drill, our drag, our threader, our bat, which I need to restring this bat. I forgot I snapped a line cutting out a Pro Master yesterday. So give me a couple minutes, and with the beauty of editing, I will see you in the next frame. And we're back. Fresh line on the bat, and you didn't have to sit through me respooling it. Grab our threader and our drag, got our dash guards and our bat. Let's get to cutting. We are going to take our bat here, pull out a little bit of line, and we are going to stick it about halfway between our pillar and our frit or third visor, mirror bracket, whatever is here. Sometimes I move it a little bit closer just so I get a better cutting angle up that A pillar, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. I'm going to find our VIN plate right there. And we're going to push our line through over the VIN plate, because Hyundai and Kia, I don't know about this one, but on a good lot of them lately, they've liked to have welded on VIN plates for their stickers, which makes for a bad time if you hang your line on it. That back in there, back over here, making sure we are above our pinch weld. So far so good. Make sure you are under your glass, over your molding. Make sure we are over our pinch weld on this side as well. Come around underneath that corner, pop our door open and reach inside to pull up that slack, and then make sure we stay above our pinch weld here as well. All good. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. All right, let's get to cutting. Going to cut this guy out here. You can pulse it, you can drag it, but I do not recommend having your drill on high speed because that is just way too much of an opportunity for damage that nobody wants to have to fix. Especially you, if you're the boss, or your boss in general. Nobody wants to pay for damages. And we're going to switch sides here. And we're going to go a little bit closer to the pillar here. We are going to finish our cut across the top first as per normal. Make sure you are above all your wires and you're not going to get hung up on any of them. Reset our dash guards. Finish our cut across the top. Make sure you stop once it stops cutting. If it stops cutting right here, stop, because you're trying to pull past that optimum cutting angle. And we are free and clear. Ready to lift this out, trim it up, clean it up, and get ready to set a new piece of glass. Put everything back in the box here. And give this a quick lift. Siri is full of it today. I do not know what she's got going on. But sorry guys, got to respond to the other job here real quick. All right, back to this job. Let's grab us a tool roll, some glass cleaner, and a rag. Jump up in the door here. And got our iron hide tool roll here. Nice addition. Keeps everything where it needs to be, and it protects the dash if you don't have a dash cover. So get this trimmed up here. This is a really clean car, so Don't have to break out the paintbrush and brush all this stuff off. That being said, we probably will take the paintbrush just to brush away like all the little debris and stuff we got here from the trim. But overall, nice clean car. Not a bunch of dirt like some of those back dirt roads cars that we do. And you can see here what I was talking about. It's welded on plate. If you happen to get hung up underneath it, get any slack, or this little corner happens to be pulled up on there, you can slip your line under there and break your line, cut the pinch, or not the pinch weld, cut the VIN plate off, and nobody likes dealing with that kind of stuff. I've done it once. I don't recommend it. On an Audi of all things. So, let's switch sides. Finish this up and pull that little chunk of plastic out of there using our WRD Pro scrapers with the Stingray blades on this guy. You can see right here when we cut down, pushes that out of the way. You can run it right along this little cove right here. Doesn't dig into the paint job. Sounds like we got a little burr on there. Get a little primer on that here in a minute. Get that trimmed up clean. Get the blade out of that. Don't ever put this back in a toolbox or in your tool caddy with a blade in it. Roll this guy up. Alright, check this guy, see where our bottom glue is at, and I don't have a map, so I'm not going to be able to shoot that. So we'll be shooting the body. Primer stick. Do 2 laps as per manufacturer's recommendation. And then we will come back, wrap these a little more here just to make sure we're good and primered. I'm going to go a little bit lower to make sure we're covered. And it doesn't look like we are right underneath, so we should be good there. Go a little bit lower on this guy here, just for good measure. Grab our 550, or sorry, 5504, not 550. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of this on here, any little spots we got. A little one right there, a little seam sealer there. Throw a little bit over that scratch. You do not want a primer over your whole pinch weld of fresh urethane. Your urethane bonds best to urethane. So anybody that tells you otherwise was told wrong. All right. Good there. We're going to let that sit for the 2 minutes. And again, with the glory of editing, we will be back after the next transition. Alright, and again, with the glories of editing, we are back. And I was even able to take my sweatshirt off because the sun is making an appearance and it is getting warm out here. So, we are going to start off with a new tube here of urethane. Looks like our last tube. Need to reload that. And a little chunk of glue off of there so it doesn't wind up in my bead. Blow out the end here a little bit. Make sure we don't have any boogers. Grab another paper towel because we are shooting the body today. My absolute favorite. Even my watch thought it was funny. So, most everything I do, I start from the driver's side with the exception of this. I start from the passenger side because it's far more comfortable to shoot. Being right-handed and all. Come on, let go. There we go. Give that a little twist. And we screwed up. So let's clean that off real quick. Clean this off real quick. We missed right there. I'm going to peel that guy out. Go ahead and take this guy off of here too. Grab a little different cleaner here. Go. And pick up where we left off before the screw up. Back right there. Give it a little push. Now you can see why I absolutely love shooting the body. One reason. A lot of room for error. And you wind up with more seams than you do when you shoot the glass. Realistically, that's the primary reason why I prefer shooting the glass over the body. You only have one seam to deal with. That. Toss that. Toss that one.
So yeah, it's definitely limo over.
Grab this. One of our little iron hide swag bones here. And join our bead. Make sure we are good down here on the bottom. And check our little seam we had up here on top. Wipe that off real quick. Grab our tape. Throw some tape on this guy. Check our cups, grab our hook, check that cup, and our door cup. So, all right, Rainer, these aren't that sketchy. Gonna hang it right there. You got that nice big hook on the bottom there. It's not going that way because you got that hook up there to stop it. Up and over. Just slide that over that way. And this bad boy ducks under the hood. Would you look at that? I didn't catch that. That's why we have a hood cover on here. Even I make mistakes, guys. Make sure we got our gap here. Make sure we're setting above, about the back side of that molding above our glue so we don't set the molding in the glue. this away. Put this away. Drag this over a little bit. Check our gap on this side. Everything looks good. And then make sure you deck everything down. I try to record these and give it to you more or less from beginning to end, guys, mistakes and all, because none of us are perfect. And if all we show is the good shots, people don't know how to fix the errors that they can sometimes make. So show the mistakes too, like sticking your finger in the urethane. Clean that off so we don't wind up getting it inside the interior. Don't be afraid to show the errors, because that's how we learn. And if we show our errors to the other guys out there, it helps them to not make the same error. Does it suck? Absolutely. Making mistakes absolutely blows. But it happens. Ain't none of us perfect. And we're gonna slide, we're gonna push that wire out of the way. I'm gonna slide this guy up and onto there, and then give that a tap, lock that in place, and then get the mirror out of the way and snap that guy in place. Pop these two cups here. Putting everything together so we don't necessarily need our hood cover on here anymore. So we're going to fold this guy back up. Actually, do it this way, like so. Got one more fold there. And put him back in there. And put this guy all back together here. Make sure you pop these guys back down in place there. That one. And we're missing two of these guys. I think I know what happened. Plug in your wiper hose, and there's one. There's my cap. Threw my apron up here when I took my sweatshirt off. Should have one of these little guys floating around in here. Where did you go? Oh, I will dig something out to replace that. Let's finish everything else first and get this video done and over with so you guys can get on with your jobs or your evening, whatever the case may be. Throw our wipers back in place here. Snap those back on. Put our moldings back on here. Pop that door open so you don't catch this guy here. And these have nice long alignment, one right there. Drop these down behind the fender there, just like so. Lock your corner piece in place. Again, snap your corner piece in place on the cowling. Fold that guy up. Going to release this one. And we're going to loosen this for the next vehicle because we don't know how wide it's going to be. And over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull this strap here open, slip that over our mirror, and take this to the middle here. Like so. And one more time. We'll do the same thing over here. Get some slack in that one. Take that off. So, give this one more fold there. Move that out of the way. Tuck that inside there. And then one more fold up, like so. Keeps all that right there. And grab our seat covers and our dash cover. And that is a full replacement on a 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. I'm going to replace that and then I will be done. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.